The first of 3 bye rounds is over, and I couldn't ask for a better start. 2,129, top 1%, ranked 545 for the round, moved up into the top 3k. Absolutely stoked with how this week went. Defense, Laird was fantastic, Lloyd good, Short Ridley, we want more. The seagulling part of Ridley's role seems to be completely dead, unfortunately. Murphy didn't really do much in the second half, Bianco great. The midfield, Clary, well below what we've been accustomed to. Bontempelli as captain, it's been a few weeks, but finally a great captain score. Outstanding first half, kicked a couple of bombs in the second quarter. It could have been more than a 149 if he didn't go quiet in the third, but regardless, fantastic score from Bont. And then you have McRae, Lyons, Walsh, Petrarca, Brayshaw all getting 120 or more. Poulter an 89, just awesome from the midfield group. And then RCD on the bench, went down in price, definitely a failed trade-in. Bringing him in after his first price rise, very disappointing. The Rucks, Gawn, just did Gawn things, and we brought in Coleman Jones for Flynn, and he delivered. An 86, kicked a few goals, great stuff, and obviously Grundy's out, I think for 2 to 3 weeks, so he'll be on the bench, that's fine. And the forward line, I traded in Kyle Langford. I tweeted out some of my trade thoughts midweek, doubt many would have seen it, but my Twitter link will be in the description. I said I wanted to make my discount forward upgrade this week, and my 3 options were Tex, Heaney, and Langford. I had Tex in my team for a day. I was leaning towards him because he was the cheapest of the 3, and he had less durability concerns than Heaney. But ultimately I coughed up the extra 50k, went with Langford, and he delivered this week. A 126, couldn't really ask for a better debut in the side. Mid-time is a question, but I think it will be more secure now that McGrath is also out with injury. So yeah, happy with the Langford pick, and Brockman was the one that made way for him. Dusty had another solid Dreamtime game, kicked 3 goals. Waitman was great. McCreary unfortunately didn't come back from his calf injury, but hopefully this week he does. And Waterman, his score was helped by a huge goal to give Essendon the lead in the 4th. So good stuff. The trade situation is interesting now that West Coast Richmond has been moved from round 14 to round 13. It means they have the round 14 bye, which makes it even more of a nightmare. And it also means we get 2 extra trades. We can make 4 this week and next week if we want, which is helpful to the team. I do feel for people that have planned well, nailed it to this point, preserved their trades, and now everyone's going to be getting 2 extra trades regardless of whether they've messed up or not. So it is tough from that perspective, but it won't change what I want to do for my team too much. I still want Whitfield this week, Neil next week. RCD will be the one to make way for Whitfield, but I don't have enough to do it in 1 trade, so I need another. I was going to make a 2nd trade regardless because we need to bring in Reeves. The question there is, who the hell do I trade out to get him? Waitman and Waterman make the most sense because they have the bye right now, but Waitman's break-even's only at 28, Waterman's is only 10, they're both playing fine. Can't see either of them getting dropped, so I wouldn't mind having them for another 1 or 2 weeks. Maybe Murphy or McCreary make way. The thing is, if I trade either of them, I wouldn't have enough to just go one of them to Reeves and then RCD to Whitfield. I'd need another trade, so for example, I'd probably have to trade both plus RCD to get Whitfield. And the problem there is there's no rookies. There's Ronan O'Connor and Claverino, and I don't want to trade in either of them. So we might have to hope for a mid-season draft rookie to make their debut. Someone like Jai Newcomb maybe. That would be nice. So we'd go Coleman Jones into the forward line. Then we'd trade in Reeves, Newcomb, if he makes his debut. If he does, I'll just go super early, I don't mind. And then Whitfield as well. Leaves me with 89k in the bank. We'll just complete it as an example for the video, because the main two we want to bring in are Whitfield and Reeves. We'll find a way. We'll see how it goes in team selections, but Whitfield and Reeves are the two I want to bring in. So this is how the team might look for round 13 if I stick with the trades I made. I know the 3 I traded out don't have the bye, but with Richmond playing in round 13 now, it should be fine. We still have 19 playing. This team would rely on Newcomb getting named, but if he doesn't, I'll just reverse, and I'd probably go Waitman out as much as I don't want to. He's the only one that would fit the 2 trade scenario, so it would be Waitman to Reeves, RCD to Whitfield. We're all dreading the round 14 bye with Richmond and West Coast added to the list of teams out. For Zorko owners, it would have to be the worst possible timing for him to get a suspension. Not only did he get suspended for doing something stupid, but he got suspended for the round 14 bye where you probably need him the most. So for this team, I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Poulter would be Neil. We'll find a way to get Neil in. That's 9, 10, maybe 11. Then everyone in my forward line, I assume, plays. So 17 max at the moment. That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. We're gonna have to hope for rookies, really. We just have to hope. If a couple of those mid-season draft rookies can pop up, that would be fantastic. Because 17 max right now, and that's with trading in Lockie Neal. That's not looking good at all. But I guess last week I was saying for rounds 13 and 14, if we can get 16, that would still be okay. If we can still get 16 for round 14, that wouldn't be so bad, but obviously we'd love to get the full 18. So we'll see how it goes. We just gotta hope for some rookies, really. Bottom line is, it's gonna be a nightmare round to deal with. But that'll do it. I don't know how this team's gonna look for round 13. It'll have Whitfield and Reeves in it for sure, but who I trade out I still don't know. Besides RCD, of course. But I'll leave it there. Good luck to you all for round 13, and I'll see you guys in the next video.